Hello everyone, I'm Vivian from ANU Academic Skills, and today we're talking about writing in your own words. Writing in your own words, otherwise known as summarising and paraphrasing, is all about taking the ideas that you read in sources or find in other information and showing your understanding of it. You show through summarising and paraphrasing how the ideas group together and what your stance on it is, whether you agree or disagree. Now, the best way to write in your own words is to actually think about this while you take notes. So it's also useful to look at our note-taking strategies. When you summarise and paraphrase, or when you write in your own words, there's two main things to look out for. First, you need to change the structure of the idea. Second, you need to change the wording. So take this example. If you identify the ideas, in this example you see that there are two main ideas. The patron's personal tastes come first, and the 17th century paintings motifs come second. So if you were to understand that this is a really important idea for your assignment, you would then identify those two parts to the sentence and think about restructuring it, like in the paraphrase example here. So notice in the paraphrase example, we've switched the structure. Then think about changing the wording, all the wording that you possibly can. So you might change 17th century to 1600s, you might change influencing to a synonym, and so on. You need to be careful though when choosing synonyms, because many words have different connotations. A good trick is think about which words have you seen used in your own reading for the courses. Notice which words academics use and which words are going to be reputable in your work. You can also make sure that you keep the technical terms. If changing the word changes the meaning, it's a good idea not to change the word. Think about your technical terms very carefully and use them accurately. Finally, make sure that you provide a reference. Even when you're writing things in your own words, if the idea or information comes from another source, you need to reference it. So, when you think about your note-taking, make sure that you summarise and paraphrase as you go. Keep the information of which page, which source you got it from too. And always try and think about, what are my opinions? What do I think? Do I agree with their ideas? Do I disagree? Why? Because when it comes to writing a paragraph, for instance, you might group ideas together to show who agrees with whose ideas, which authors disagree, and also show your own critical analysis. You might, for instance, agree with some authors but disagree with others, and you can actually show that when you're paraphrasing or summarising ideas. You can check too through the ANU Turnitin practice side whether you've paraphrased and summarised appropriately or whether it comes up with too many similarities. Finally, you can come and ask us questions. You can see us for individual consultations, you can attend our workshops during O-Week or throughout the semester in your courses, and we have many online resources available too. Good luck and best of luck for your studies.